Purpose, purpose. How do I discover my purpose in this life? Welcome on La Baby Spotlight Show. I remain your ever beautiful hostess, La Baby. Today we are discussing how do I discover my purpose in this life. Joining me to break down this issue is Madame Priscilla Hansen. She is the HR manager at Ghana Psychology Council. She's very cute and pretty. You love her, Charlie. Let me not talk plenty. Welcome, Madam Priscilla.
Thank you.
Akwaba.
Boko. I think I can sing.
Hey.
It's all couple quiet. I don't do
Hey. Into their trauma, so trauma, show them.
Okay.
All right. This is your beat. I'll borrow it after the show, so don't worry.
Just 100 CDs for 1 hour.
Okay. You better. All right. So we are doing. How do you discover your purpose in this life?
Okay. So first of all, we should know what
Purpose is. Yes.
Okay. And purpose is mostly about reason for a creation. Okay. Reason why something is created or manufactured. So if you even observe, if you look at all the things that God created, they all have a purpose they are serving here. And even the material things that we human beings
even create,
our knowledge creates, okay, all serves a purpose.
Yeah.
And now the question is, if everything has a purpose, then what about we human beings? God is a God of purpose. He is not a disordered God. He is very ordered. And everything he creates, there is a reason behind it. And before he even meets you in your mother's womb, he knows why he did that. And so it means that you and I also have a purpose. Okay, and now if you want to discover your purpose, if I want to know and understand how this phone functions,
sexy phone,
I need to go to the manufacturer.
Yes, and find out.
But many times, we human beings, we don't get neglect this,
yeah.
And we tend to live a life that is not for us. So if you want to discover your purpose, the best person you need to ask is the one who created you. You need to find out why he brought you here. There is a reason. Now, many people are living lives that do not belong to them. There's this story about this pastor and an accountant who died and went to heaven, and God told them, "You didn't serve the purpose for which I brought you to this earth." The pastor was like, "Oh God, I was your servant. I was preaching, I was winning souls for you." He said, "No, I didn't create you to be a pastor in that world." Okay, so it means that you and I have unique purpose or reason. Even the Bible makes us understand that before God needed, was it Joshua?
Yes.
Before he had already ordained him a priest.
Yes.
So before God needs you, he has ordained you for something.
And
it's up to you to look out for that thing and fulfill it. It is when you fulfill your purpose that you feel fulfilled in this world. And so if you want to discover your purpose in life, please don't go anywhere but to the manufacturer.
All right, so that is to say that if I have not been able to discover my purpose in this life, then that means that I don't get to fulfill whatever I was created for.
Oh, sure. My Moran will tell you that one of the most distraction in this world is not death. One of the most tragedy is not death, but then life without a purpose, living a meaningless life, living a life which does not belong to you. Now, many times we just copy people, the life people are living, and we follow suit.
I believe that maybe because people copy people, maybe they haven't come to know how they can discover this purpose. I mean, growing up, you see your sister who says, "I want to be a doctor." You are clueless of whatever you want to do. So then what will you do? If you are not lucky to get people around you to help or support you, or even you are not lucky to communicate with God to support you in this process, you find yourself doing the same thing that Amma is doing or Kofi is doing. And I won't say that people like that are to be blamed. I won't put it that way. But then you end up, okay, you follow the same pattern, and you keep going, and you would have spent like 30 years doing non-fa. So that's way. Should I say that I am to be blamed for something I didn't even know anything about?
I won't say you are to be blamed about it. You know, the issue is that we are always in a rush. Okay. You're always in a rush in getting things done. I want to be a doctor because daddy is a doctor, or because daddy says so. Okay. and hardly do we even bring the God factor in it. Many times it's after we've gone to crash before
That is
we
when
now
we
come to
remember.
God.
So most of
And
us are normally clueless of the God
exactly,
factor.
and many
Okay.
times you can get it from the things you have passion about. I remember the first time I went for evangelism, and I talked to someone at the hospital. We had a short word, we had a little prayer. Oh my God, that was the most fulfilling time ever in my life. Then I knew that no, I have it. Okay,
Hey.
so it's about the things you realize you are so passionate
You
about.
have passion for.
Okay, because in as much as God gives you a purpose, He gives you a passion for that, because He knows that without passion, man cannot be able to be effective in
That
the
means
area.
without passion, you cannot really fulfill your purpose.
Nah,
Okay.
without passion, you can't be effective in it. Okay, that's why some people are nurses.
Okay.
But you see someone who is a called nurse,
but
and someone who is just having it as a career, you see the difference.
Yes, that's true.
Okay,
that's true.
So if you realize that there are even many of the careers we go into that are all purpose that we need to fulfill, but then we don't look for all these things. Well, now this is the trending career, let me go there.
But don't
then
you also think that our system is also to play, not to support the nurses side or maybe the teachers or anything, but don't you think that, okay, let's say a lot of people don't have that go hard spirit, that daring spirit? Yes, I want to be this, so I'll try and do or try as much as possible to get there. I want to be, let's say, an actress or maybe a doctor. And our system, you have to go to JHS, junior high school, senior high, and all that. I get there and I maybe keep training a particular subject, so I am forced or pushed to forget about maybe this particular subject and focus on another area. So most people enter into nursing because, let's say, maybe maths or something. Okay, I want to be a nurse. That is why people are nurses today but do not have that passion, because they were not called to be nurses. That way, will you tell the person that, okay, yes, now you are not really called to be a nurse, so please go back to school and find out what you were called to?
It's not about going back to school, Lisa.
Okay.
With whatever purpose you have, wherever you stage you get to, and you realize your purpose, you can still
do something about it.
You didn't do presentation at
sure.
school.
Sure.
That wasn't your specialization.
Break it down for me.
Okay, we have doctors who are now leaving their degree somewhere and going to
something else. I even have a cousin who actually did her master's PhD in something else, but now the person is using entrepreneurship, and where the person is going right now.
So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Okay, so I think it is time that we live as real Christians. This one
so
again,
we are doing fake things.
No.
Hey, you like don't want to say we are doing what?
It's not like being fake things,
okay,
but then
so what are we doing?
You know, being a true Christian, I don't like using the word Christian at all, but then a
and
child of God.
Yes,
okay, being a true child of God, you should be able to always inquire from your father before acting anything. There's no excuse. We know at foundation we don't have the choice to determine what course to do, whether to go to school or not. The school is helpful, but school doesn't take you out of the purpose for which God brought you.
Because like I'll say, then some of us, we didn't get to go to school. Some people didn't go to school. Does
that
mean that
fulfilling their purpose?
So I don't think
fulfilling their purpose. Honestly, one thing is, at the end of your life, you can do a survey asking all the old people, the 70s and 80s who are bedridden in their homes. You can ask them one thing that whenever they look back, they think about, it's about the purpose. It's not about the work that they didn't do. It's not about the kind of professional course they didn't go and do, or the exam they failed.
The countries they didn't get to.
About the things that give them fulfillment that they failed to do because they were chasing after money or other things.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Sure. So we've said a lot now, but after gathering all these facts, I want to know that now, yes, I have watched this video. I have known all these things that has been said. Now, what can I do? Do I try new things? How do I know that, okay, apart from talking to my father, what else can I do?
Okay, know that your father has given you a talent. As I mentioned, look at the area where you have passion. Okay. The things you do that comes out naturally. Really? You don't struggle to do it. Okay, they come out naturally, they come out freely.
No matter
when
if it's
you love
crazy.
it. Okay, it's something when you even see people doing it, like you just admire it, you love it. Okay, pray towards that area, and it will lead you to where God wants you to be.
Okay,
the
so
passion-
communicating with God, asking your Father who created you, because He Himself brought you to being, so He knows what you were made for.
Exactly.
That is number one, key. Number two, try and look out for areas where you think you are fit. Try to do new things, discover new ideas. Okay, if I do this and it doesn't work, let me try this area. Maybe I may do it freely without any struggle. What else?
You need a mentor.
Okay, someone to look up to.
Maybe a godfather you can talk to. They can guide
Our
you.
godfather near money, they are saying
that's why you have to look for. Okay. We
so
have
viewers, let's look well. We have genuine ones and we have the fake ones.
We have those who
there.
can help you gradually.
She's also Mami. So if she's saying this, you have to understand. That place.
Okay, so get a mentor.
Okay.
Who will guide you, know your guide you in terms of your career and everything.
Right.
They can help you to know the area you should go.
Okay, thank you very much. All said and done, I believe that we've been able to learn a lot today. I mean, the process is tough, the process is difficult, but if you really want to live a fulfilled life, you cannot throw away the purpose, because you end up living a life that you regret one day. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you, my boss, Charlie. I don't know, let me give you a standing ovation, Charlie. Because she has been awesome throughout, and I believe that this knowledge you have gotten, you'd be in the light. You not be in the darkness anymore. God bless you. And if I start saying my prophetic things, we're not close today. So now you are also from if you come into contact with her, you get that light. So let us close, so because this lady she will not let us finish today. So Jai one in town. Thank you. Don't forget to be a spotlight in the void of darkness. Don't forget to also leave your comments, views, and suggestions, and we will attend to them as easily. Peace.